I'm always curious about people's kind of transition mentally to, I want to be a real estate investor. So at what point were you like, hey, I think I want to start my journey in single family? Like, how did that kind of transition happen? Because a lot of people, that real estate is not part of their investing financial acumen unless they grew up around it, kind of a thing.
Yeah, it started by pure accident, and I was clueless. It's funny. I was just telling my brother this story early this morning on a hike. So I had gotten stationed in Bakersfield, California, to run a reserve unit, and I bought the very first time I bought a house for myself. I knew absolutely nothing about real estate. Didn't know what I was doing. I just felt like I was probably throwing money away on rent, and if I could own something and build equity for myself, that'd be a better way to do things. So I'd just come back from a deployment not long before that, and I had $4,000 in the bank, because most of ever had the bank account at that point. Yeah, exactly. So there's no way in hell I could have bought a home except for the VA home loan, which is a great benefit that veterans have. So I bought a house for myself for 92 grand, and during that tour, I was there for 3 years. And a friend of mine gave me the book Rich Dad Poor Dad to read, and was what opened my eyes to other possibilities besides just working for your income as a W-2 or 1099 kind of employee. I started getting the idea that, hey, when I will move duty stations, I'm going to buy a house to live in and live in it. And then when I move again, buy a new house at the new duty station and rent out the old one. And that way I can start building up a portfolio of single family homes. I needed some seed money to start with, so I sold that house in Bakersfield when I left. And it was just the perfect time in the market in the run up before the 2008, 2009 crash, where I sold it for well over 100% of what I bought for it.
Wow.
So yeah, sometimes it's better to be lucky than smart. So did that, and that was really what opened my eyes and got me going in the first place.
Interesting. So at how many deployment or locations did you end up buying houses at?
Yeah, so I did two in Virginia right after that, and then in North Carolina. When I left North Carolina, I moved to Germany. So I obviously wasn't going to buy something there. I didn't know the real estate market there. I put my search for new real estate on hold until I got back from Germany. In the meantime, not long after I got there, the market crashed, and I realized I just bought these two houses at the peak of the market. And there's this thing called a market cycle that I learned the hard way, and they were underwater. But it's also how I learned the important lesson that as long as you're cash flowing, or at least close to cash flow neutral, and nothing in your loan forces you to sell, then just don't sell. Just hold out and wait for better times. And that's true whether it's single family, multifamily, or any other type of commercial real estate.